Matt Haig, Reasons to Stay Alive. Dive into the depths of Matt Haig's personal journey with anxiety and depression in the book Reasons to Stay Alive. Through his Candid account, Haig shares his sudden onset of these mental health challenges and how they affected every aspect of his life. As you progress through the book, you'll uncover the author's discoveries about the complexities of anxiety and depression, the impact of societal expectations on men's mental health, and the importance of exploring various coping mechanisms. This book's summary will guide you through important themes such as the search for understanding, the role of literature as comfort, and the non-linear path to recovery.
Matt Haig's struggle with anxiety. Matt Haig, a 24-year-old man, was living in Spain with his girlfriend when he suddenly experienced intense anxiety. For 3 days, he could neither sleep nor get out of bed. The panic affected every aspect of his life, and he even thought about taking his own life. After visiting a doctor and taking tranquilizers, Haig returned to the United Kingdom, where he struggled with a toxic combination of depression and anxiety. Simple tasks, like going to the store, became major ordeals as he hyperventilated, hallucinated, and struggled to appear normal. Warning signs. Matt Haig's memoir, Reasons to Stay Alive, reveals that anxiety and depression can be sudden or progressive. Haig initially believed his breakdown came out of nowhere, but upon reflection, he realized that the signs were there all along. Haig's anxiety began in childhood and intensified with age. He tried to numb his feelings with alcohol and suppress them around others. When anxiety turned into panic attacks, he still tried to hide it until it became too much to bear. Haig's story reminds us that it's essential to listen to our bodies and address issues before they escalate into something more severe. Uncertainty of depression. Modern medicine has found cures for diseases that were once considered incurable. However, the scientific research regarding depression remains inconclusive. Researchers have theorized that depression is caused by a chemical imbalance in the brain, but this hypothesis has been criticized. Many people benefit from pharmaceutical drugs, but others don't. There are also theories that claim depression is a result of the malfunctioning nucleus accumbens, but depression can also manifest as physical pain. Jonathan Rottenberg, an evolutionary psychologist, states that our social environment affects our mental well-being as much as our brain chemistry. In conclusion, solving depression is complex, and there is no universal solution that fits everyone. It requires accepting its complexity and finding a personalized method for addressing it. Depression is invisible. Depression and anxiety are hard to handle, but what makes them especially challenging is the fact that they are invisible to others. People who are struggling with these conditions often suffer from social isolation, especially men. Although women are twice as likely to have depression, men are more likely to commit suicide. Depression should be viewed as something normal that requires care and support, just like a broken leg. Talking about depression openly can save lives and break the stigma around mental health. Books, a lifeline for mental health. Depression and anxiety made it difficult for the author to explain his state to friends and family. He found comfort in books which helped him understand his experiences and gave him a sense of purpose. The author's poetic language aided him in making sense of his feelings. Eventually, he found the words to express his state and has written a book to guide others going through similar experiences. Running Toward Your Fears. Haig's memoir describes his struggles with mental health, particularly his meta-anxiety which kept him in a cycle of worry. Gradually, he learned to face his fear of public spaces by traveling to Paris. The trip gave him perspective and allowed him to take his thoughts less seriously. By facing his fears, Haig discovered that he was more resilient than he thought. Depression and empathy. Abraham Lincoln, Winston Churchill, and other notable figures struggled with depression and anxiety. However, their experiences enabled them to become more perceptive and empathetic, which contributed to their success. Haig also learned to embrace his sensitivity and use it as an advantage. Depression and anxiety can create a thin skin that allows for intense presence to the world around us. It enables individuals to appreciate both the good and bad parts of life. A non-linear path to recovery. Recovery from depression is not a linear process, and relying on a magic cure is not the solution. After experiencing a breakdown, the author, Haig, realized that his moods would fluctuate, and that he needed to develop daily tools to help him feel better. These tools include taking care of his body through exercise and eating well, practicing yoga and meditation to slow down his anxious mind, limiting his time on social media, spending time with loved ones, indulging in his passion for reading and travel, and being patient with himself. Haig's journey shows that while there isn't a one-size-fits-all solution to curing depression, finding ways to live with it can make life richer and more enjoyable.
In Reasons to Stay Alive, Matt Haig provides a raw, honest portrayal of his battle with anxiety and depression. Reflecting on his own experiences, he brings attention to the stigma around mental health, the social isolation that individuals with depression face, and the often unimaginable pain that comes with it. Through his journey, Haig also highlights the transformative power of literature, the importance of embracing one's own sensitivities, and the realization that recovery is a non-linear experience. The book ultimately offers valuable insights and advice for those who are struggling and serves as a testament that life can still be full of love, joy, and beauty, even in the darkest of times.